to another, regaling of strange fantasy, obscure odysseys meant to shock the nervous system and stir the very core of your soul. Tonight's tale is of the introspective crossing from reality into imagination. In certain cases, the two defined parallels become blended, and what you conjure may be more powerful than ever thought possible. In this installment entitled Toys in the Attic.
Oh, Robert, look at all their fresh little faces. They're all so perfect. How could we ever make a decision on which child to adopt?
I know, Mary. We don't have to settle on anything today, darling. We can always come back. Or perhaps go to another orphanage. I don't exactly trust this headmistress.
Crow.
I beg your pardon?
My name is Headmistress Crow, Mr. Falk. If you wish to speak ill of me, I prefer you'd keep your criticisms with me, and not with the children. After all, they are the reason you and your lovely wife are here this afternoon.
Pardon me, Headmistress Crow. Who is that little girl there? The one sitting by herself?
I would not bother yourself with that child, Mrs. Falk.
And why is that?
That little girl is blind, and far too old to be desired as a potential adoption.
That's so sad. How old is she?
Her name is Sarah, and she has been with the orphanage since she was just a baby. No definitive birth date to speak of, but I speculate she's roughly 13 years of age.
May I go speak with her?
If you wish, but be warned, she doesn't take kindly to others.
Hello there. My name is Mary. What's your name? Do you not want to talk to me?
I don't mind.
You don't? Well, that's a good thing.
Why do you want to talk to me?
Because I feel a bit lonely, and it's good to talk to others, to make friends.
You want to be my friend?
Well, of course I do. Now, so that we're no longer strangers, what's your name?
Sarah.
That's a very beautiful name.
Thank you. You have a very lovely voice. I bet that you are very pretty.
You are also very pretty, Sarah. Let me ask you something. How do you like living here? Sarah?
It's okay.
What about the other children? Do you like your friends here?
I don't have any friends. The other kids are not very nice to me.
How are they not nice to you?
They laugh at me, call me names.
What kind of names?
Bad ones, like freak.
Sarah, you do understand that those are just words, and words can't hurt you.
Then why does it hurt?
Well, let's put it this way. They use those words as a way to cover up that they just don't understand how special you are. They're confused, so they may say hurtful words, but that's all they are, just words.
Me? Special?
Of course you are, Sarah.
Pardon me, Mrs. Falk.
Yes?
Honey, Headmistress Crow would like to introduce us to some other kids.
All right. It was very nice talking with you, Sarah.
It's okay. Save your apologies for someone who actually needs your sympathy.
That's quite enough out of you, Sarah. Be respectful to our guests.
It's all right, Headmistress Crow. Goodbye, Sarah.
So long.
You will learn to show some respect, Sarah. You hear me? When I return.
Oh, Robert, what about her?
Who? The little blind girl?
Her name is Sarah, and yes, why not? She was very sweet. Why couldn't we give her a real home and show her real love? That's all any child wants.
Oh, Okay, let's inquire about her adoption papers.
Oh, Robert, you're a wonderful man.
Pardon us, Headmistress Crow?
What is it, Mr. Falk?
Mary and I would like to inquire about little Sarah's adoption.
You want her? A blind girl?
Just because she's blind doesn't make her any less than the other children.
Mr. and Mrs. Falk, Sarah, unfortunately, is not able to be considered for adoption. You see, technically, Sarah is under the state's care and guidance, and as her legal guardian, I do not wish to part ways with her at this time. You understand, I'm sure.
She doesn't like it here.
Mary.
Even if that is so, Mrs. Falk, Sarah belongs to me, and I provide nothing but the utmost care for her, as well as the other children here at the Masterson County Orphanage. My orphanage, and I hold every right to refuse service to whomever I see fit.
Is that some sort of threat, Headmistress Crow?
Undeniably so, Mrs. Falk.
You have some nerve.
No, Mrs. Falk. It is you who has the nerve to question my guardianship over that poor girl. I've never been so insulted in all my days.
Oh, I highly doubt that, Headmistress Crow.
Mary.
Mr. Falk, I think it's best if you and your wife leave now. Your business is no longer welcomed here.
Headmistress Crow, please. Forgive my wife. She can get ahead of herself sometimes.
I apologize for the inconvenience of the situation, but I have made my decision. Good day to you both.
Let's go, Robert. We'll be contacting our lawyer.
My apologies again.
Robert, let's go.
Farewell, Mr. Falk.
Why do they even bother talking to me? They know as well as I do that I'm not going home with them. I'm so tired of people feeling sorry for me. They don't have to live in total darkness. Not like me. I hate this place. I hate these people, I hate my eyes, and I hate my weakness. Why can't I just be like everyone else? See the world and dream of cold and warm colors? I'm so tired of being me.
Hey, freak. Good job scaring off those people. You know, if you're going to keep ruining other kids' chances of getting picked, maybe you should just go hide in the closet.
I didn't ask them to talk to me.
That's not the point, freak. If people come in to look for a kid, they're sure as hell not in the market to buy a freak. They want one of us. So just go crawl in a corner somewhere and shut up.
Leave me alone, Rebecca.
Did you just tell me what to do? Huh, freak?
I'm sorry. Please, I just want to be left alone.
Rebecca!
Yes, Headmistress Crow.
Leave us, child.
Yes, Headmistress Crow.
Headmistress Crow, are you still there?
Yes.
Why aren't you saying anything?
I am contemplating what to do with you.
But Headmistress Crow, I didn't do anything wrong.
Why do you lie, child?
I'm not, I swear.
You swear? It is blasphemous to swear lies to our Lord and Savior, Sarah. You know this better than anyone, yet you still hide your lies behind this statement. Do you not desire God's love?
I don't know.
Get up and come with me, Sarah.
I don't want to.
Last chance before my nerves become frayed. Get up and come with me.
No.
Get up and come with me, foul child!
Yes, Headmistress Crow. Ouch, you're hurting me!
You think this hurts? You will know the meaning of pain, child. Come hell or high water.
Where are you taking me? I don't recognize this stairway. Headmistress Crow, where are we going?
Get in there, child.
Where? I can't recognize any of this.
You will have plenty of time to study your new room in the attic.
The attic? I didn't know there was an attic.
This is where the useless and broken things are stored. Things that just can't be thrown away.
Headmistress, please, I'm begging you, don't leave me up here alone. I don't like it. Please, Headmistress Crow, I'll do anything you say.
You will do as I say, no matter what, child. Do not think that you can bargain your way out this time. I have shown you too much leniency in the past, but those are my sins to bear. Thrusting you into the harshness of reality may help you repent for your ignorance, and maybe one day you'll go back to your old room. But until I see an improvement, here in the attic you will stay.
Please, please don't do this. Don't leave me up here, please.
Shut up, child. Now back away from the door.
Please, I'm frightened.
I fear for your future as well. Now quit your crying and reflect upon yourself, child.
Please.
Beg not to me, Sarah. Beg to God, and perhaps forgiveness may brighten your darkened fate.
Please have a seat, Mary, Robert. All right, so I've gathered up some information on both the Masterson County Orphanage and that headmistress you had mentioned.
So what have you got for us, Keller? Any reasonable chances for Sarah's case?
So to speak. Headmistress Crow's real name is Agatha Crow, formerly known as Sister Crow, of the Catholic Church about 20 years ago.
Formally?
Correct. Sister Crow was caught breaking her sacred oath of abstinence to the Lord and Church, so she was immediately exiled from her patron duties. Crow then took up as headmistress at the county orphanage about 3 or 4 years later.
And how exactly does this information help us get Sarah?
We're here for legal counsel, Mr. Keller. The perverse inclinations of this woman's past are none of our concern.
Okay, all right. I just figured you both should know the whole story. All right, so, legal counsel. You'd like to adopt that little blind girl, is that right?
Her name is Sarah, and yes, that is exactly what we would like to do, Mr. Keller. Can you help us?
Sarah. Ah, here it is. All right, Sarah Crow.
Crow?
Looks to be that way. Sarah was considered to have been 10 weeks old when she was anonymously donated to the orphanage. About a week later, Headmistress Crow filed for adoption and... was denied? Hang on. Well then, I may have some good news after all. Crow was denied due to poor living conditions, so she took up residence at the orphanage and retried, but was only granted custody in way of guardianship until Sarah reaches the age of 18.
So if she never got the adoption, why is Sarah's last name Crow?
Sarah never really had a last name to speak of, so as her guardian, Crow gave her one.
That's not fair to Sarah. She should be given a proper home. Why should that bitch get her? She'll just continue on with her self-righteous dominating ways.
Honey.
Did you see any abuse or signs thereof?
Well, honey, you talked to her. Did you see any bruises?
No, I don't remember seeing anything like that. But so what if physical abuse isn't present? That poor girl is forced to continue living like an orphan with no possible chance of ever being given a life of happiness. No chance to just be a child. We would be far more suitable and capable of caring for Sarah. She deserves to be cared for. Sarah deserves our love.
There may be a way to fight this for a positive outcome. I need some time, though, to prepare. Can you both come back to my office later tonight, let's say around 6:30?
Did you have something in mind, Mr. Keller?
Possibly. I'll make a few phone calls, but no promises.
Thank you, Mr. Keller.
I wish there were to be flowers for me. I wish that I could be more understood. Sunshine or light, not in this life. I tell myself I would, not knowing if I could. I wish there to be a perfect friend just for me. I'm so cold. Is someone there? Oh, you're just hearing things. I only want someone to be there. Stop that! I know you're there. Whoever you are, you're scaring me. Just leave me alone.
Alone?
Who said that? Who's there? Are you alone too?
Alone.
Who are you? What are you doing up here?
I don't know.
I'm Sarah. What's your name?
I don't know.
Don't you have a name?
No.
Okay. Did Headmistress Crow lock you up here too?
I don't know.
Could I give you a name?
Yes.
There used to be this little boy that lived here named Tommy. And he didn't know much either. But he was nice. You are nice, right?
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Kind to others.
Kind. Yes, I am.
You're weird. So it's settled then. Your name is Tommy.
My name is Tommy.
Tommy, will you be my friend?
Friend. Yes, I will be your friend.
Good. I'm so happy to have a friend. Tommy, will you come closer?
Can you not see?
No, I'm blind.
Blind? Then how do you see?
I hear and feel. You sound like a giant. I bet you're very tall. So, will you come closer?
Okay.
Can I feel your face?
My face.
So I know what you look like.
Okay.
I can't reach. Can you lift me up? Oh! You are really tall. You have a lumpy face.
Lumpy?
It's not a bad thing. It means you're different. Like me. You can put me down now. Thanks, Tommy.
Why are you here, Sarah?
Well, I don't know, really. Headmistress Crow put me up here. She hates me.
Hate.
Yes. She's not very nice to me. Or to anyone.
Not nice. Hate. Crow. Hate Crow. Not nice, Crow.
Tommy, are you okay? Tommy, it's okay. Calm down and listen to me. It's okay. Shh. It's okay. We've got each other now, Tommy. It's okay. We're not alone anymore.
Not alone?
That's right. Who cares if Headmistress Crow hates us because we're different?
Crow. Hate us. Because we are different.
Yes. She might as well be the one who's blind.
Blind. Blind Crow. Blind Crow.
Tommy, it's not fair, I know. But at least we have each other.
Not fair. Not fair.
I know, I'm sorry, Tommy, but there's nothing we can do.
Blind Crow. Tommy hate Crow. Blind Crow.
I hate Crow too, Tommy. But there's nothing we can do.
Sarah hate Crow.
Hate is never a good feeling to have.
Sarah hate Crow.
Yes. Yes, I hate her with all of my heart. I want her to die.
Die.
Yes, Tommy. Die. Dead. To no longer live.
Dead Crow.
Thank you both for meeting me out front. I figure why waste the time coming up to the office when our good news venture is elsewhere?
Be straight with us, Mr. Keller. What's going on?
Mary, Robert, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Waldemar Sheffield with the Child Protective Services.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Falk. Dismal circumstances surrounding your situation, to say the least. I've always had my suspicion about that crow, but I digress. What I'd like to propose is a surprise inspection of the children's living conditions. If it's anything like what you described to Mr. Keller, then this may be the final nail in the crow's coffin.
Then Sarah would be ours?
So how do we proceed from here, Mr. Sheffield?
I've got a car running right over there. Mr. Keller and I will lead the way to the orphanage as you follow in your automobile.
Oh, this is all happening so fast.
We'll follow you there.
Mary, Robert,
Thank you, Mr. Keller.
Are you ready to show some respect now, Sarah? Sarah? You cannot hide from me, insufferable child. Sarah, if you do not answer me in the next 3 seconds, I'll have to take out the switch. You don't want that, do you? 1, 2...
Even if I were in plain sight, you'd still use that switch on me, wouldn't you, Crow?
How dare you talk back to me that way? I practically raised you as my own. I am the only mother you will ever know. And this is how you choose to speak to mother? Now show yourself, Sarah. My patience to restrain is wearing thin.
You are no mother, and I no longer fear you, because I am no longer alone. Now come find us, Crow.
Us? Girl, have you lost your mind? There was no one else in this attic other than you, me, and God. I am not playing any games with you, Sarah. Show yourself at once, or suffer the consequences. Stop this nonsense. It's so dark in here. How is it that you can hide from me being blind?
Now you know what it's like to be blind and alone. You feel it, don't you? The darkness creeping up your spine.
Sarah, stop this! Where are you?
I'm over here. Whoops. Over here. Missed me over here.
How are you doing this?
Like I said, I'm not alone.
Did you hear that scream too, Rebecca?
Gross, Billy. Don't talk to me.
Do you think that was Headmistress Crow?
I don't know, Stacy. Who else could it be?
It sounded like it came from upstairs, right, Rebecca?
Gross, Billy. Get away from us. I'm talking to Stacy.
It did sound like it came from upstairs.
What's even up there?
I heard that that's where they keep all the monsters.
Billy, I swear to God.
Oh my God! It's Headmistress Crow!
Is she dead?
Children, help me.
What do we do now?
Is that Sarah?
Freak?
Hello, children. Don't be frightened, Tommy. It's okay. Most of them are nice.
Hey, freak. Who are you talking to?
Except her, Tommy. She's also a bad one. Everybody always said that Rebecca has the most beautiful shade of blue in her eyes. Tommy, I want her eyes.
What? What are you doing, freak? My eyes! You ripped out my eyes!
Thank you, Tommy.
I say, children, why are you running? What's the matter? Oh, dear God in heaven.
What is it, Mr. Sheffield? Oh, Lord!
What's with all the commotion?
Look away, dear, look away.
Why, Sarah? How could you do this?
I recognize that voice. Hello, Mary. Tommy, meet Mary. She's a nice one.
The translucent veil of reality is tested every time we dare to dream. We mold these shadows into shapes of inner creation. What is then set forth unto the world are dreams of our own design and of our own demise. Thus concludes tonight's libretto of strange fantasy. Tune in next week for another look into the strange and obscure.
Librettos of Strange Fantasy presented Toys in the Attic. Written and produced by Travis Scarbro and Trey Gonzales. The players of tonight's tale are as follows. Courtney Michelle Hafner as Sarah and Stacy. Martina Ohlhauser as Headmistress Crow and Rebecca. Veronica Orosco as Mary Falk. Heath Allyn as Robert Falk. Robert C. Williams as Mr. Keller. Trey Gonzales as Waldemar Sheffield. And Travis Scarbro as Tommy. Librettos of Strange Fantasy is copyright 2016 Burke Funk Media, all rights reserved. All characters appearing in this work are fictitious. Any resemblance to real persons living or dead is purely coincidental.